Hi, I'm Queen,
I'm Lee.
and this is the Queen and Lee Show. On today's show, we're going to have a motivational and inspirational talk, if you will, and following that, we will have our inspirational live music.
Today's topic of discussion is dreams, and it's entitled Your Dreams Are Good Enough, because I believe that everybody has dreams and your dreams are good enough. I also believe that there are rules to having dreams. Yes, I said there are rules to having dreams. And this is what I believe. This is just what I believe. You don't have to take it as gospel, but this is what I believe. And we're going to break down each one. All right, so the first rule that I believe is never let anyone crush your dream. Now, how do you go about that? Not sharing your dream with negative people. That's rule number 2. Rule number 3 is always make time. Next rule is always make time to pursue your dream. Finally, and most important, do not expect for people to understand your zeal, i.e. excitement for your dream. It is just that, your dream. Have you ever had a dream?
Of course, and I'm sure we all have had a dream at some point in time, whether it be life dream, like a dream of, what you want for your life as far as marriage, children, work. We all at some point in time, I believe, had some type of dream.
Well, I like to individualize these rules. Never let anyone crush your dream. Now, I'm going to talk about that for a little bit. A lot of times you'll have folks that say, I use astronaut. I don't know why I use astronaut. I used that in the show before with about happiness. But if somebody decides they want to be an astronaut, you'll have somebody that's going to come by and say, now, you ain't no astronaut material. Do you know how much money that costs? You know how hard it is to get accepted into NASA? Do you know how hard it is to do the studies, the math, the calculations, and you know how hard it is to deal with the G-forces and training? It could tear you apart. You may be sick. You may be getting there and fail. Wait a minute. I don't recall asking or being asked how I felt about your dream. You were just telling me.
Yes.
Don't be a dream crusher. If you want people to encourage you, you need to encourage them. And you have to be careful and understand who is the people that you can tell your dreams to.
Yes. That's very important.
Sometimes you think somebody is in your corner, and they may not be there against you, but maybe they had suffered so many disappointments in their life, all hope is gone.
Yes, and like he said, they may not be totally against you, but they may not even understand what your dream is. For example, a lot of times when people venture into entertainment, people don't understand it. People don't understand taking a chance, stepping out on a limb, stepping out on faith. People don't really believe so much in that. People believe in going to a job, filling out an application, and boom, people don't believe in creating your happiness or your creating your dream in ways of being an entrepreneur. A lot of times if you go to someone, you tell them, look, I want to sell barrettes, and that's my dream, to sell barrettes, create them and sell them. A lot of times people are like, you might as well just go get that job that you can rely on. You have to feed yourself, and God forbid you have to feed your family. People really feel, this is more concrete. This is something that we already know. You don't have to create it, but that's not always the case for everyone. Some people are creators, and some people's destiny is to bring something forth new that we have not seen. I'm pretty sure years ago, when rap first came out, I'm sure somebody was a dream crusher to those people who started it, because it was something new,
Right.
never explored. But look at it today, and that's just like any product, any company. Most of the things that we see around us, it started somewhere and somebody had to start it. Everything is not pre-made.
Right. No, you're right. And then that coincides with sharing your dream with negative people. You know, unfortunately, we all are connected to somebody that's negative. They never see the glass half full. They never
Always
see
half empty.
Yeah, they you know, they never see anything in you, because there's people like that too. They may see it for everybody else, but they don't see it for you. Oh well, I know so and so can do it, but I don't know if Lee can do it. I mean, he need to go on and punch that clock. You know, he already got that good job down there, been working down there for X amount of years.
Go to the post office job. That's reliable. Go to,
police, teaching, fire.
Things that they think is reliable. But we all know that those things in this day and time is not reliable anymore.
But let's get even deeper than that. What if it is reliable, but I'm miserable every day? I'm getting a check. I'm paying for everything. Everything's good. Everything's great. I'm not begging. I'm not borrowing. I'm not having my head laid, as the older folks would say, from pillar to post. I got a steady home for everybody. But maybe I'm miserable. Every day I clock in. I'm reliable.
But I'm not pursuing my dream. I'm just making it ends meet.
And that sometimes can be blood sucking, and it can also be a nasty conundrum.
Redundant, boring, and it gets to a place where for some people it can be depressing.
Not fulfilling. It's draining. You have a beautiful family, but yet you're going like I'll just pick on Fred Flintstone and Barney. You going down there cracking stones. Well, those guys were happy. They seemed like they were happy. Fred was a little grouchy, but
I don't know that Fred was fulfilling his dream.
I don't know if that was necessarily his dream, but he punched the clock every day, and he was reliable. Even in the cartoons back then, they showed reliability on what you're supposed to do in life. You know, family man, happily married, kids, job, till retirement, or till you can't work it no more.
Yep.
But there's a lot of space in between.
Yes, it is.
There's a lot. There's just a lot, and I'm laughing because sometimes with my narrow scope of vision, I'm thinking, oh, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but am I doing what I want to do?
Right.
That's something else that you may go into. You may go into a career that you was excited about, but maybe you're losing the zeal for it. There's nothing wrong with looking and changing. Now, I'm not saying jump up and quit tomorrow. Don't tell your life partner or your spouse that I watched Queen and Lee and that was the answer to my prayer. I'm quitting tomorrow. I'm not telling you to quit, but what I am saying is make room for your dream, or you're going to be miserable. My wife has always made space for my instruments. We always pick on. She always picks on me because my girlfriend is Ebenezer, and she has always allowed me to play my guitar. It's an Ibanez. She's always allowed me to play my guitar throughout the marriage. And I say allow because there are mates who don't allow, and I use that term loosely, allow their mates to enjoy any type of piece if it does not involve them.
You have to be able to feel comfortable to be creative. A lot of these people who are, successful in life, you have to have room for it, because guess what? Again, it's your dream. Someone else is not going to see it. Sometimes not even your spouse, not even your best friend, not even your mom, not even your dad. They're not going to see it.
Did you just go ahead and jump down to the next one?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm just kind of like, moving and shaking and baking.
I like you moving and shaking and baking. Go ahead, moving and shaking and baking. Because that was the next one that says, most importantly, out of these rules that I have figured out, is do not expect for people to understand your zeal for your dreams. It is just that, your dream. So go ahead and cap that off. Go ahead.
Yes, it is your dream. So you can't expect people to get it, understand it. But you would love if people was to support it. But at the end of the day, if you don't have nobody supporting it, you can't give up on it just because people aren't supporting it. You have to keep it pushing and keep on moving and doing the best that you can to get to what you are looking for in life. I mean, and for all of us, it doesn't happen right away. I mean, I believe that some of us find it fast, and I believe that some of us fulfill our dreams later in life. It's totally up to you and when you're ready to embark on that endeavor.
And let's add one more to this here. You do not have to have a singular dream. You can have multiple dreams. Dreams to me is like...
They're unlimited.
It's like, she had a dream of having a kid. We have 2 kids. She had a dream of being married. Now we're married. Those were also my dreams, being happily married. Not just married, happily married. Like, anybody can get married. You can go online right now and find you somebody that needs to get into
and marry them in 90 days is a show about it.
Yes. But my question is, are you happily married? We talked about happiness in a previous show. That is a fluid concept. But my dream was to be happily married. My dream was to be in a stable career. Now I'm fine-tuning that. I have dreams and aspirations of things that are more creative. And you'll see the fruits of it on this show, musically. I would like to get into different aspects where maybe my music is heard in a movie. Sometimes we're nervous to say what we want because if we say it out loud and we feel like the universe or whatever you believe in doesn't hear it, then you feel like you might feel a little stupid. But maybe you do have to say it out loud because it now becomes a goal.
Yes.
And I like my music to be all over, and I've done that. But now I want it to be heard. It is on worldwide, streaming networks. But I want fans. I want people to enjoy it. I'd like to receive emails about my music. I would like to maybe I get to be at Coachella, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe people looking for my album in the market. And what am I saying? I don't want to get off on a rant, but you can have dreams throughout your lifespan. When you're younger, you have a little dream. Maybe for me, it was to graduate high school because that was a goal. But I remember early in elementary, just dreaming, I can't wait to graduate. And now after that, trying to find my space in life and doing different things. And now I'm in my 40s and I still have dreams and I still have goals. And
there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with reinventing yourself and looking for the things that make you most happy.
Okay. Well, we're coming on down to the close. Is there anything you'd like to go ahead and recap, or are you good?
Well, I will say, because I did not share this early on about having dreams, some of my dreams have been filled, but one of my biggest dreams was to have children. And that's something that I hold near and dear to my heart. I have 2 lovely baby boys. Although I lost my first child and I didn't allow that to make me give up. I spoke of this dream because it's important to encourage people to still follow their dream. Just because it didn't work out doesn't mean that you don't have the opportunity to try it again. Right. And thank God we live in a place where we are afforded the abilities to have second chances, and I was able to then have 2 beautiful children. But had I gave up, that would have been an unfulfilled dream.
Yep. And then you can't blame anybody but yourself. But also in times you'll have folks that do not take ownership, and then that's how you get misery in places. You didn't seize the opportunity. Maybe there's age requirements on certain opportunities, so now you like she said, you reinvent yourself and find new dreams and new goals. It's too late for me to be a college basketball player at 42. And even if they did let me in, my knees wouldn't let me do it. So it's too late for me. But it's not too late to find something that is in my scope.
But it's not too late to be in a basketball league and then pursue it in different ways. Pursuing your dream doesn't always have to be the initial ideal of it. If you're not able to obtain it, maybe you can still enjoy it, but in a different way.
Yep. So we're concluding. I'm Lee, and this is Queen. This has been the Queen and Lee Show. And stay tuned for what we have up next. We have a couple of selections up for you, instrumentals, and you're only going to hear it here on this show with the guitar added. The music that you will hear is original, and it's not out on the internet. So you're going to want to stay tuned.
And feel free to find him on any of the streaming networks, as like iTunes, Tidal,
Apple,
and various others. So check him out, look it up, make it your ringtone. Until next time, guys.
This is Queen, and this is Lee.
Bye.
Sit back and relax and get ready to hear 3 instrumentals entitled Offer Up, Holding It Down, and Smooth Groove. Thank you for watching.
If you want to learn more about Queen and Lee, please go to YouTube and check out our channel, Queen of Trades 1234, or you can also find more music from Lee at Lee Mims Production on YouTube as well. Thank you.